Hey, everybody, welcome to our team meeting. So happy to have you all here tonight. And tonight we are talking about creating a healthy home in 7 days. For those of you who went through it, I'd love to hear what you loved about it. So if anybody wants to come off mute and just share a little bit about their experience and what they thought, that would be great.
I will. I like that there's a focus every single day. So people are coming in, there's an introduction, an introductory video that tells you what you're going to be covering that day. And then everything that you're reading about or listening to is I'm big on themes. So I like the fact that there's a specific topic and it's not all over the place every day.
Yeah. Yeah.
I really
Anybody
like
else?
I really like
Go.
the homework and how informative it is. I don't think I've read charcoal detox armpit thing in a while, so that was nice to have that, just a sheet of paper I can print out and keep. But the lists that people will be making, the information, I think it was I liked the homework a lot. Yeah.
Great. Great. Anyone else?
I like that it's easy, it's simple, and it's quick.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah,
So,
it's straight to the
actually,
point.
I haven't talked to, so we have a few meetings on Sunday nights. And so Jess was actually on the last meeting, which was brainstorming. And I was trying to get some other stuff done. So I didn't quite get to hear what she was saying, but she was talking a little bit about how she's describing the event to people. So Jess, I'm totally putting you on the spot, but can you share that with everybody? Because we're recording this and I'm going to also send the link out so that people have it. So if you could just talk a little bit about how you're inviting people to take part in this.
Okay. I'm using text message right now, but I'm gonna do the same through DMs with people on social media.
Yeah.
But my texts are basically family, friends, or my kids' parents who don't know me that well. So I made some type of contact somehow.
Yeah.
I will start by saying like, hi, Tracy. You may or may not know this, but I work from home helping women. And if it's a guy I'm talking to, I'll just say families, helping women lower their chances of any chronic illnesses tremendously. Thank you, Michelle, because I got that from you a little bit. My team and I have an upcoming online event, Creating a Healthy Home in 7 Days. It's a transformative journey where you'll learn about the hidden toxins lurking in our everyday personal care and household products, and most importantly, discover how to choose safe solutions for a toxin-free home. This event is all about empowering you with the knowledge to make informed choices that prioritize your family's well-being. It's free and you can win some amazing toxin-free prizes. Would you be interested or would you like more details? So, and obviously
And
this one is
how
just
many?
free.
Yeah, how many people? I was just going to say, can you share that? So if you could share that even in the alumni group, that would be
Oh,
great because hopefully people are coming into the alumni group and they're like, wow, I really love this. I want to share this with other people. And so having that wording available for them right away. Yeah, I love transformative journey. I think that's amazing. So yeah, if you could share that, I think in the alumni group would be a perfect place to share it, but also maybe in Soaring Stars chat and that type of thing.
okay. And
So that we have the wording that you used because I think that's great wording.
okay, thank you. I did have the help of ChatGPT a little bit.
So
Um,
the other thing you said, you're getting some questions on it, and one of the concerns when people hear the word event, they think it's going to be like a lot of time that they're dealing with. And so can you talk a little bit about how you've explained it to people so that they don't feel overwhelmed with
mhm.
the amount of time?
Yes. I usually get the response saying it sounds interesting, so can I have more details, so
Mhm.
they can see if they're available.
Yep.
So I say, yes, it starts Thursday, April 11th. I will send you a link to get in or to get access. You can go in at your convenience each day for the 7 days to learn, comment, and complete a little task. When finished, you will be entered in to win some toxin-free products. That's one way. Oh, this was an older one that I sent, but I add in after I say at your convenience, I put in parentheses 5 to 10 minutes of your time, just so that they know. It gives them an idea.
Yeah, because the videos are pretty short, and then the
Mhm.
homework is sort of, like, as I keep saying, people can always revisit it. Like if they feel too overwhelmed and they just want to work on, hey, I'm just going to work on hair this week. I'm not going to even think about like skincare and cleaning products. Like they'll be put into that alumni group and they can always do it later. But just watch the videos every day and then maybe comment on the sort of like other posts that are in there. So I'm actually going to quick go through the event, show you guys where we're at, and then explain how this is going to work going forward. So basically, the way that it worked for anybody who has not been in the group yet is every single day, 3 or 4 posts go up. One is a video and it says, watch this first. And then there's a homework. And then sometimes there's sort of like maybe something else that goes along with it. For example, on the day that we focus on cleaning, we have the cleaning product chart so that they know what Pure Haven products they can use to clean what with. And then there's sometimes like more of an engagement post that's just sort of builds community and helps us get to know you. So like today it was today's was all about other people in your home or other people that you take care of. My kids, well, I do have one kid still at home, but he's an adult and so he takes care of himself. I don't really do much with taking care of him. But I do have 2 dogs, so I posted pictures of my puppies today because they're in my home and I take care of them. So, stuff like that. We sort of have that in there so that it builds some community, which I think is kind of nice. So, I am going to share my screen and show you guys a couple of things. We're going to start with the event page, and this is going to be completely empty tomorrow. So this all is going to get deleted out and then put back in will be the start here. How well do you know Pure Haven? What's one thing? And tell us about yourself. And those 4 posts will be up. The start here is a wonderful, wonderful 9-part video series. If you haven't had the chance to watch it, watch it. One of the things that I've noticed, I've been doing this for 14 years. And when we first started, the whole idea of toxins and products was really unheard of. Actually, I saw Beth Ruggles pop on. She was with me at the very beginning. And she can tell you too, like nobody was talking about this. This was like, we would tell people there were toxins in their products and they were floored. They had no idea that this was a thing that was going on. And then that it started to catch on. Well, now there's all these greenwashers out there. And what I'm finding is that the greenwashers are saying the same things we are, and they're still putting all these toxic ingredients in their products. So for example, I don't want to throw any other companies under the bus, but I went to a networking event and a woman stood up from a company that shall remain nameless, but they are not known for being non-toxic. And she basically did our whole presentation, like talking about over in Europe, they ban this many ingredients, and here we only ban 11. And I was like, oh my God, like she is doing our presentation and her products are toxic. And so that is the landscape of where we're at right now. And that's why this is so important and why we're doing this, because we really need to set ourselves apart and show what makes us different. So start here. If you open this up, it gives you, and actually I've edited this for the future because Jen Pacelli, I think, pointed out that once people start commenting, all the videos go down to the bottom. But there's all of these great videos that our CEO, Miranda Inglis, made about why what sets us apart. So that's going to be the first post. And then basically you go through every day and you watch a little video and then you can download your homework. So that's sort of how this works, and they'll only be released day by day. Your job as the consultant is really to make sure you know who you're putting in that group every time and just following up with them to make sure they're doing the stuff, right? Like, hey, did you get to watch the video today? What did you think? Do you have any questions? Like, have the conversations with your people that you're adding to the group. That's really your job as the consultant. And so, that's really what you want to focus on as the consultant in this situation. I just want to make you all aware, if you have not really been on Circle before, I had some conversations about this when I was talking to people who wanted to sort of check this out. One person said to me, well, I am not on social media. This isn't social media. The only things that are here are our team. So it's a very self-contained, even though it functions a little bit like a social media website, it's really a communication tool that companies use as a back end way for them to foster communication on their websites. It's not social media. It's very self-contained, which is really nice. So everything on here is ours. It's not like people are going to get distracted and go off and end up someplace else, right? They're really with us. When they get the link to Creating a Healthy Home, let me show you guys, this is the alumni group. So the alumni group is up, and all of the important pieces that somebody might need that they got from the Creating a Healthy Home is right here in the alumni group. They also get us a link to Wellness Circle. We post in here often and share sort of wellness related topics and all kinds of stuff in this group. And then Wellness Circle testimonials is really in alphabetical order, all of our products. And so if you have testimonials for our products, please feel free to go in and comment. So for example, I'm just going to click on Clear Up Line so you guys can see this. These are testimonials about the Clear Up Line. So you can go in here and find testimonials about different things, different products and different lines. So that's sort of what your customers will have access to in this whole world. If you are a consultant and you're not in these other places, Soaring Stars or Sort of Success, I will be going through and adding those of you who joined during Creating a Healthy Home and putting you into those places. So the other thing that I want to show you while we are talking about this is if you go to Soar to Success or Soaring Stars Assets, and you go to the schedule, which is our team calendar, you will know when Creating a Healthy Home is happening. So this says Creating a Healthy Home, day 7, consultants only. And then we have 3 days that we can invite. So the schedule for Creating a Healthy Home is going to be 7 days on, 3 days off. And on those 3 days off at noon on the first day, you're going to be able to start inviting people. You'll get a text from me and you can start sending the invitation link and getting people into the next one. I mentioned, I think before I started recording, you really want to check with people when you invite them and say, hey, are you in there? Okay. Make sure that they get in there, because I did have to manually add several people. So just like really work on making sure that they're in the right place. We are going to have, in addition to what you guys had, we're going to have a welcome post. And so aside from just sort of checking in with your customers that you're adding to the group, you're really going to want to like go in there and say, hey, I'm so excited. I invited Jess, Kim, and Jen into the group. So thrilled that they're here. Tag them in there. Once they're in there, you can tag them just like you could on social media. So that will be available to you. So we're going to have that welcome post where you can tag them and just sort of say, hey, these are my people. I'm so excited to welcome them to the community. So I hope that answers questions. I really wanted to kind of go through some of that. But now I'm going to open the floor for questions and comments. So who has a question after we sort of went through all that? Because if you are thinking it, somebody else is probably thinking it. Jess.
It's going to be kind of hard to monitor who goes in there. Are we going to get alerted, or will you get alerted when somebody signs in?
So can you see on your end? I know I can see it on my end. But can you see on your end? So if I go into creating a healthy home in 7 days, up here, it has members. I know Jen Pacelli and I can both see this because we are admins. Can you guys see that on your end?
Where it says see all members, that.
Yeah. Can you
Mhm.
see that on your computer and click on it?
Yep.
No, like
Awesome.
when you're logged in as you, can you see it? Can one of you go on
Yeah,
your
that's what I'm
computer right
saying.
now?
Yeah.
One of you go on your
Like I know
computer
you
right
can see it
now.
on my computer, but can you
I-
see it on yours?
I could see it and it opened up and it showed me everybody in there.
Perfect. So that's how you're going to be able to see it, Jess. Obviously, you're going to want to touch base with your people that you invited to and just say, hey, have you had a chance to check in yet? I don't see you in the member list. If they're like, oh, I'm struggling with, I went and created a login, but I can't get into the group, let me know. Let Jen know. We can add them into the group. Great question.
Beth, on my end, it shows me creating a healthy home. There are 43 members, but when I click on members, it shows me everybody that's in Circle. I just did.
Oh, okay. Well,
Oh.
that'll work too, because you can look and see, like, if you know somebody, if you're talking to somebody and they say, yeah, I'm gonna do it, you can see if they've joined Circle, and then you can tag them, and if they don't come up in there, you can like talk to them, let me know or whatever, and let me or Jen know and ask us to add them into there. Also, there is messaging through Circle. So, I mean, you can use Project Broadcast, you can use the texting service that I've been contacting you guys on, or you can message me or Jen on Circle and just say, hey, my friend Susie is trying to get into creating a healthy home and she's getting like a lock screen. So just let us know.
So there's going to be an invite to get into Circle, and then you tell them to go into creating a healthy home.
The link should get them into creating a healthy home, Wellness Circle, and Wellness Testimonials.
Okay,
It
that's
should
what I
get them
wanted to
into
make sure.
those 3 groups.
So one link should
link.
get in. That's what I was
Yeah.
hoping. Yes. Okay,
Yeah.
thanks.
Great questions. Jess?
Okay, so at the end where it says reach out to your consultant if to know more,
Yeah.
they should be able to, I mean, they're obviously going to know. Well, okay, because I'm going to have a situation where, or you guys might have a situation where you invite someone, you give them the link, but then they might invite somebody. So is there going to be some linkage between?
I mean, I think you need to say to people, hey, if you're inviting anybody, please introduce me, because you need to build that relationship with the person who they're inviting, right? Like
Okay.
you don't want to just add random people in. So if for you, like if you have people who are inviting people, and for somebody like that, I would tell them, A, either join, or B, let me create and I wouldn't even call it a party. Let me create a referral link for you. So that if this person decides to order, you're going to get free products. Do you know what I mean?
Hmm.
Does everybody understand what I'm saying there? Let me
No.
know if you, okay.
Well,
Sorry.
it sounds great, but I have no idea how to do what you just said. So,
Okay. So, in your back office, Beth, you're just making a party, but instead of calling it a party, because people will be like, oh, I don't want to do a party. That's what they'll say to you. Oh, I don't want to do a party. Just say, oh, if you feel like you want to invite some people to this, let me give you a referral link. If they want to order, they can order through your referral link. It's good for 1 month. So you set it for 30 days out and you create that party and just give them the link to the party. Does that make sense now?
well, except I don't know how to give anybody a link to a party yet. So we might have to have a separate conversation.
Absolutely. So yeah, with the back office now, if you click on, first of all, parties close very quickly now. You can't keep them open forever. So, I would have like 20 parties that were just kind of hanging out open, where I was like, okay, are you ready to redeem your host rewards yet? That doesn't happen anymore. So you really need to be on top of it. But again, they close so fast. I only have one party open in my back office right now. But if you go to this little share button right here, it gives you a link, and all you have to do is press copy. So you create the party in your back office, and then you just press this little share button and it creates a link to that party so that you
Okay.
can give it to somebody. Super easy.
So one of those isn't a text. It looks like it's email, right?
If you just copy this,
Okay, and then you can put it in a text. Okay.
yep. So it just goes like that, does this.
Okay.
And you'll see at the top, it says your party, and I just call it outside orders. These are random orders that from my customers or stuff that I'm ordering. And then your host is me. So anybody who shops, it's going to automatically go into that party.
Okay, great.
Yeah. A lot different than when we used to have to do that all by
Yeah.
hand.
Right.
Yeah.
The only thing is you'd have to sign them up if they're not a customer already to do that referral link. You'd have to get all the information, right, to
Right.
put them in there,
Right. You would
including
put them
credit card.
in.
So they might be a little,
No,
you don't have to put that in there?
no.
Okay, so just their address and stuff.
Address, email, phone number. Yeah,
Okay.
that's it. No credit card required. Other questions? These
I have
are
a
great.
question, Beth.
Sure.
In regards to the one that we just did, you said that's going to
Yes.
be coming down at midnight tonight?
It will come down sometime tomorrow morning, and then by noon tomorrow, we'll have those first 4 posts up so
Okay.
that the new folks can come in
Okay.
and see just clean slate. And that will happen every 10 days. There'll be everything will come down. Those customers will be moved into the alumni group. All of the stuff that they learned will be there, so that if they're like, oh my gosh, it was so much information. I only got a chance to look at my cleaning products this week, but I really loved everything. everything's still going to be there. The only thing that's not going to be there are things like, tell us about your hair dilemmas and stuff like that. So it will be like less of the community building stuff and more of the like, here are the things that you learned.
Okay, because I wanted to go in and finish it. Because
And yep, and you can because you'll be in the alumni group. So you
Yes.
still have plenty of time. And you're
Yes.
staying, like all of the consultants are staying in there. It's just, so once a consultant is in that group, they're just going to stay in. I'm not going to keep taking you out and putting you back in. I'll just leave the consultants in, and then the customers will just be moved out and into the alumni group so that they don't get the new posts all over again.
Okay. Okay.
And if you have somebody at the end of it who says, wow, this was really cool, I can think of people I want to share this with, they can join and they can invite to the next one. They'll have those 3 days to invite to the next one. Like I have somebody right now who is really excited about the group, and she is she's a nutrition coach. And she really wants to learn more about Pure Haven, and she wants to recommend it to her clients. And so I can see her coming into that and being like, oh my gosh, like I need to put my clients in here. And I'm just going to say to her, enroll for $35 so that then you can refer it to your clients and you're going to earn commission on it. Does that make sense?
Can I ask another question? Because nobody
Of
responded to
course.
that. Okay, sorry. And this, again, this may be something you and I need to talk about separately, but so the way I'm understanding this is like, can I put this on Facebook? Can I just say, hey, I haven't been doing parties for a long time. This kind of solves my whole problem right here, in my own way.
Yes.
And
Yes.
so here's a great way for you to learn without having to come to a party, whatever, right? So then if they do it and they join and we do, the program, how do I, like, what if they say, okay, I want to buy something? What if they just go to the website and buy something? Like how,
So you really do need to, I mean, there is a little bit of you needing to stay on top of them and say, hey, how's it going? Like you need to build that relationship a little and have a little bit of conversation with people, right? You can't just
okay,
go,
yeah,
okay, it's completely automated. I don't need to touch it. I don't need to do any work. Like you
okay.
do need to actually say, hey, so how are you feeling? Like, do you want to try any of the products? Here's my link if you're interested, or what do you think? Can you think of people you might want to share this with? Here's my link. Let's walk through the enrollment process. Like that conversation needs to happen. If you haven't done a lot of that in the past, it's okay. We're all here to support you. So, one of the things I want you all who are using this to be aware of is, we have, hold on one sec. We also have a whole, I showed this briefly, but if you,
It's
there is a calendar where we have stuff going on all the time. So if you ever want, it's always on this link that we're using now. So if you're like, oh, like I have all these questions, I don't really know how to go about this. We have open coaching on Wednesday nights. We have all these power hours. Like you can pop on and whoever's running those power hours can help walk you through things. And obviously all of you can feel free to reach out to me at any time. I would say using my personal number is probably easier than using my texting service. So I'm going to actually put that in the chat, so that you guys have it. But yeah, I would say, I'm always happy to hop on a call with people and just say, hey, let's talk through like your different options and how we can best support you. Like, do you see yourself sharing with other people, or would you rather purchase? And do you need some help with that? Like, do you need some help walking through that? I think one of the nice things about this event is that it really helps people decide where they want to start, like when they're watching everything. Jen, you had a question?
Yeah, and I just want to add, I know that you know, tomorrow, you know, we're starting fresh and all the comments are going to be gone. So it's really important that the community stay involved. So even though you may have posted the comment this past 7 days, please repost the
Yes.
comment, stay
Yes.
active in the group. This whole thing that we created is to help you grow and help our team and our community grow. We can't do
Right.
that without all of you guys interacting. So
Yes.
even if you don't have a guest in there, please just come on if you can, you know, come on and just do a quick little comment in there because it will really help engage.
Yeah, it'll be new for them, right? Like
Right.
it's not new to us. We're
Right.
like, oh, we've done this 20 times. But for that customer who's coming in for the first time and
Right.
they're saying, hey, I'm a mom and my kid has eczema, and we can say, oh my gosh, like here, even though maybe we've done that 10 times in the past with different events and the comments are up there, just saying, oh my gosh, you know, here's what other people have found helpful. Or you know, if you see like, oh, my hair is thinning, does anybody have any suggestions? Say, you know, here's what some people have found works really well, you know, just pop in. And yeah, I think that's a great comment, Jen. Thank you. It really does. It works so much better when we're all doing it together. And it bears reminding over and over and over again, because I think sometimes we think, oh, like somebody else is doing that, but we all need to do it.
Beth,
And then
just remind, what, sorry.
And the other thing is, then people will see what a great community we have, because they'll see that, right? And they'll want to be part of it. So yeah.
Can you just remind me, you're going to be giving gifts away or products
Yep.
away?
Yep.
Are we giving like one a day or multiple?
No, it'll be at the end, because they have to engage for a
Okay.
certain number of times. So I have my admin tracking comments. So at the end, they'll get told, or at the beginning, they'll get told, like, here's what you have to do in order to be entered to win prizes. And then in the alumni group, I will have a prize thread that has all the prizes from all the different times. Jen?
Oh, great.
On that same note,
You.
this coming up, this one that we're inviting customers to is free, correct?
Yes.
Okay, and for this one.
Yep.
Okay, all right.
Yeah, but moving forward, there's going to be a nominal fee. It's going to be $10 for people to join after this time. Because the prizes need to get paid for. And
Right,
we
that's
know
right.
that people love getting prizes. We
Yeah.
like being able to give away prizes, but I'm not going to give away prizes every time and pay for it out of pocket. So it's for all of us it's for them. And I think here's the other thing about paying for it. People value what they pay for. And if they don't pay for it, they don't take it seriously. And so $10 is a good amount, because they feel like they have a little bit of skin in the game, but it's also not going to break the bank for anybody.
And honestly, it qualifies your lead right there as to
Exactly.
how invested they are in non-toxic living. So,
Exactly.
all right.
Sorry. When we invite people, when you do need to start paying, that's going to be part of the link that'll be built in?
Yep. There's a paywall on Circle, which is really nice. So it's Stripe does it. And so there'll be a paywall, and they'll just have to pay the $10 before they can get into the group.
So our big plug this time is, this is the last time it's
This
free.
is-
So let's see how many people
Yes.
want to get on.
Yeah, exactly. Exactly.
Next time it's $10.
And I will say, you know, I toyed with and went back and forth with, do I charge from the get-go, from the very beginning, even for consultants, to have them go in and do this? And what I decided was, I really wanted to get feedback on it. And I want to thank those of you who were like, oh, you have a typo here, or hey, Jess probably messaged me 15 times, which was amazing. I loved it. And she was like, hey, you have a typo here, or hey, can you change this graphic to like change the font a little bit to make it more readable, or hey, can you add in this ingredient? And so that was wonderful. So if you guys see that going forward too, like if I have a typo or I missed something, like just let me know. It's really helpful and I will not be offended. I really appreciate it. So yeah, just let me know. Any other questions? And so I do want to say thank you all for coming. And also typically we always have our meeting on Sunday nights at 8. Next Sunday, I will not be here, but the Leaders in Action will run it. I will actually be in Italy next Sunday night. So I hopefully won't be here. I love you all, but I will hopefully be asleep in Italy at 8 o'clock on Sunday night because it will be 4 in the morning there. And so fingers crossed. Oh, it's 2 in the morning there. My math is not as good as my husband's. So yeah, it will be the Leaders in Action running it. And with the meetings, typically, we try to keep to half an hour, 45 minutes at most. And really we go through sort of a little bit of training, a little bit of recognition, a little bit of book club. We're reading The Year of Yes by Shonda Rhimes right now. I believe we're on chapter 4 next week.
Is it 4 or was it 5? I don't know.
I'm not sure. We'll
It's
double check.
really long.
We're gonna be going through it for a while.
Yeah.
Yeah. So Michelle? Oh, 4. She's just telling us.
Oh, is it? Whoops, I went ahead.
It's okay. All right.
Since I just joined, I don't know,
Yes.
less than 2 weeks ago.
Yeah.
So just so I can know what to expect, what do I need to
Sure.
do? Do I need to go buy a book? Do I need to?
So I listen to it on Audible. But like whatever works for you, Trisha, is great. If you are a book person, The Year of Yes is the name of the book by Shonda Rhimes. Yeah, Libby, it's on Libby, which is the library app. So you can get it for free if you want. Yeah, it's
And
a
Amazon
great-
shipped really quick, like one day. Like,
I'm gonna look it up now.
it's a good one. It's a good read.
Okay.
and National Call, don't forget National Call Monday
Yep.
night.
So National Call is on Monday night at 8:30 Eastern, I believe. And then we also have Virtual Summit this Thursday. I can tell you that tickets are still available if you have not bought your ticket for $29.95. And the reason I know that is because I may have bought mine tonight. So I know a lot of people bought theirs when they could get like the deal where you got free product. I forgot. So I didn't get around to it. But Virtual Summit is on Thursday night. So that's sort of what's going on with the company this week. And we please check out our calendar. For those of you who are not in any of the other groups on Circle, now that you've done this, you will be. So I will go through and add you guys tomorrow morning and make sure you're in all the places so that you can find the calendar and invitations to the meetings and all the good things.
Yeah, where is the calendar that you had? Because I went back on, is it on Circle or back office?
So it's in Circle. It's our team calendar. And so Trisha, I am going to add you to Soar to Success is for everybody who is up to the ambassador level, and ambassador and above is Soaring Stars. So I will add you to that sort of success. Oh, somebody put it right in the chat. Thank you, Jen. So Jen just put it in the chat, the link in the chat for you.
Got it.
Awesome.
Thank you.
Yeah.
And then
And we
you'll
are
be
so
back.
glad that you connected with us, Trisha, and you were able to get on. And I'm so excited that this is going to be of value for you, because I know we've been talking a little bit, texting a little bit about that. So, and I think for Beth too, this has been one of those things where she has been like, oh my gosh, like she used to work her business a lot, and then life got a little crazy and she has a full-time job now, and she just couldn't seem to fit it in. So now I'm really thrilled to have, she's a dear, dear friend. And so I'm happy to see her back. And I missed her
Welcome
so
back.
much. So yeah.
Thanks.
And welcome,
Looks
Trisha.
Any other questions before we sign off? So I'm going to upload this to YouTube and send out the link via text so that everybody has it, but it will also be uploaded into those areas of Circle that Trisha, you will have access to soon.
Okay. Yeah, because I was wondering, well, how I tried, I couldn't remember where this link was, but you had texted it to me. And
Yeah.
so thank you, Lord, that it was in the show in messages. Click. Oh, it's a
Yeah.
Zoom call.
Yeah.
So
So
like, I
whenever
meant
you
back
see,
office.
yeah, everything on our calendar is on this Zoom link. So if you're
Okay.
looking for, if you're like, oh, I really want to check out one of those power hours, or I really want to go to Mindset Monday or anything like that, or I really want to go to Open Coaching and see what that's all about, it's always this Zoom link.
Okay.
So
Cool.
yeah.
Good
Yeah.
to know. All right. So
All right. And by the way, this is going to be the goal for this, that the Leaders in Action set, was that creating a healthy home in 7 days was going to be our way of launching new consultants. So, and of recruiting. So we're educating people. And obviously, if they just want to be a customer, that's fantastic. We are thrilled to have them as a customer. If they just walk away knowing more about this, we are thrilled that they're walking away knowing more about this. How anybody can walk away knowing more about this and not switch to Pure Haven is beyond me, but hey, it is what it is. But if they do want to be a consultant, we want a simple way for you guys to just say, hey, you know what? Just invite your friends to this and plug them into this. And that's going to be how we launch our new consultants, so that they feel that success right away and feel like they have a community backing them and around them and helping them to educate people. Because Beth Ruggles can tell you that she and I, when we first started with the company, we used to actually print out pages and pages and pages of like information from EWG and bring them to parties and like teach people how to read their labels. And that's what we did at parties. Like we would sit around and be like, pull something out of your pocketbook and show us the ingredients. And we would like go over and like geek out about all the ingredients that were in their products. And that's what a party was when we first started. And so we really sort of, with this, I think, kind of come full circle and said to people, okay, you know what? This company is all about educating and about teaching people how to read their labels, how to know what's in their products. And like, let's get back to that, back to basics and how to do that.
that's what drew me to you. And that's why I'm here. Because I've been
Yay!
educating people for 10 years.
Yeah.
Or maybe even longer.
Yeah.
So this is how people know me, all my friends, and I'm like, you're not going to believe this company. I said, it's a company after my own heart. I have found finally somebody who educates first and backs it up by not putting those products in, or not putting those ingredients in their products.
Yes.
I'm like,
Yes.
my mind is blown.
Yeah.
I am so grateful for this, for Hallie, for introducing
Yeah.
me to you.
Love it.
So-
I love it. I'm so
yeah.
happy you're here. Good.
Yeah.
Yay.
So,
Amazing, 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 amazing. All right. Well, thank you all. I'm going to stop the recording.